not only trying to clean things up and make sure it's safe, but they're taking care of the injured. In fact, our Andy Fox right now is down at one of the fire stations with Amy Valdez with Virginia Beach Fire, where they have been triaging some casualties out there. Andy?
Right. Jason was, my colleague Jason Marks was talking about trying to get details on the injuries. Amy Valdez can fill us in on that. This is Amy Valdez, Battalion Chief. We are down here at Rescue 14, part of the emergency management complex down here. What were the extent of the injuries? I understand 10 people were brought here.
Yeah, so here at the oceanfront, we had a total of 10 people that were transported by our EMS crews that were found in the damage pathway. They were brought here to the oceanfront and assessed by our staff. Virginia Beach General Hospital brought out their emergency management transport bus. They were able to bring hospital staff physically here on scene to decrease our transport time so that we could make sure that those two patients with more significant injuries were taken to the hospital as fast as possible.
And the treatment took place in the bay there that Kenny Becker, photographer, is now shooting, right?
Yes.
What was going on in there?
So we had 8 patients with minor injuries that were treated and then released, and then the 2 patients that needed further evaluation were transported to Virginia Beach General Hospital.
What are the extent of their injuries?
Most of them had minor injuries to limbs. The 2 that were more significant were hit in the torso with flying debris.
What kind of flying debris do you know, like nails or anything?
No, most of them were, there were minor things such as like lawn furniture and equipment down at the beach, but there were also some pieces of roofs and an actual wall of a building that flew off. So as far as what each individual patient was hit with, we don't know, but most of it was flying debris from the storm.
Right. Were you all surprised by this storm, or did you see it coming?
Well, we knew we had some storms rolling through. I think the wind damage definitely was something that we weren't expecting. We deal with flash rain quite a bit, and we get some minor flooding on our roads. So we get these bursts of calls during storms, but the structural damage and the damage to 10 patients in a small area like that is different for us. It's not a common incidence.
Okay, and you said you all were keeping a weather eye that something else may be coming along, just in case you're being prepared and alert here. And
yeah, we have all of our public safety, fire, police, and EMS that are meeting right now with both Virginia Natural Gas and Virginia Power. So we're planning just in case, A, we want to get all of those utilities back on for our citizens as soon as possible, and we want to be ready in case we get more storms.
Okay, and it looks like we have an engine rolling out right now. Any word, Squad 14, where that's going? Is that responding to an emergency? I know we had a tree down on Pinewood.
Yes, there is a tree down on Pinewood. I don't believe that's where they're responding. They did just receive a call. So we have about 23 ambulances available on the street right now, plus all of our fire crews. There's still a lot of accidents with injuries and flooded vehicles. So we're asking citizens to please stay in their homes because we don't want to have any more injuries.
What is the call they are responding to, Squad 14 here? Do you know?
Well, they're not actually responding because they don't have their red lights on, so they might be staging.
When you say staging, what does that mean?
Sometimes we will stage units to make sure that they're in the most advantageous place to respond. Like I said, I don't have the radio on right now for the interview, so I didn't hear anything go out, but because they don't have their lights on, they're not responding to an incident.
Got it. Amy Valdez, Battalion Chief, thank you so much for your information.
No problem.
Guys, that's the latest from here. Do you have any questions for Amy Valdez I can pass along?
Actually, Andy, I think we're going to go to Nicole. Thank you, Amy and Andy. I think we're going to go to Nicole Livas right now.
Before we go to Nicole, they mentioned the outages in the area and the fact that they were trying to get them back up. Just want to let you know the updated numbers for Virginia Beach, 3,723 people still without power there in Virginia Beach.